Oh my God, that is freaking stunning. Oh my God, let me get out the car now. Let me get out the car. No way. No way, man. Showstopper alert. All right, hello and welcome back to another Rupert's Reptiles video. This time, no time in Chiang Mai at all after the last trip because Ethan's rolled up and me, Ethan, Cass, Marcus and Ricky are gonna roll out to northeastern Thailand, do a little 4 to 5 day trip up there in the mountains because this area has just been very, very like rainy. The weather's not been good every day. So we're gonna try a different spot, put the Oreocryptophis porphyracea locality here on hold for a bit and try and get some other targets in a different region of Thailand. We've got a long way to drive today, so we're gonna jump in the car and get moving. I'll talk to you more later. Ethan, what's it like to be back on the channel?
Feels good, feels good. Good things are coming. I can feel it.
What about you, Cass?
What?
You excited to be back on the channel?
I'm excited to go to Funan.
Some Thai rainy season activities going on here. The like heavy rains have brought down one of these poles across the road and now we have to like wait until it's cleared. Some crazy heavy rain a minute ago, but it's actually looking somewhat bright the direction we're going. And 3 hours of driving later, we have arrived at our first location. It's incredibly rainy up here today. There's like flooding in many parts of northern Thailand. And judging by how heavy it's raining down there, we might have some similar activities here. But we're checking out this like limestone karst area. I've been here once before. We found king cobra and Naja Fushi that day. Some OG channel watchers will remember that. And this time we're also going to explore the same areas and see if we can turn up anything interesting. It's an absolutely beautiful and very, very rarely traveled area of northern Thailand. A lot of potential for discovering interesting stuff or just finding cool species here. So let's get in and try and check into the national park ASAP. Hey man, we've made it. All right, we arrived on our location and hopped in the back of a pickup truck here, which is gonna take us up some like apparently some shoddy road to our bungalow. Pretty nice though. You can see the limestone karst formations in the background. It looks good here. Let's go. All right, on our way drive back from dinner, we got our first snake, Parius bird morai. We're continuing where we left off here. That's fantastic. But hey, some activity. Typical rainy night enjoyers. What do you think, Ethan? Trenches?
Yeah.
Look at them go. You can pick it up now. Yeah, this is the kind of night we're dealing with. It's a slug snake kind of night.
It's a mark without...
Yeah, without the neck thing, right? Yeah, in this part, in the northeast of Thailand, they like rarely ever have the neutral collar.
Tiny orange speckle.
If they do, it's really limited. Some of them have like none of it whatsoever. Oh. That's what you get for picking up mark. I was originally going to say you can just leave it in situ. Is it really? As the explorers going into this cavern we found here. There was a gecko a second ago. It's disappeared though. And there's a bunch of birds like dropping stuff on us. You got a gecko?
Yeah. I don't know what this is. Somewhere there.
What, Jahira?
Interesting one.
Oh wow, that one is actually quite interesting. What's the tail like?
It's half
Doesn't matter. If I can... It's just some kind of like mutilata type thing. You know, the fat tail one is usually mutilata, but it's a really cool like pattern. This one. Can you see that a bit better? No.
It's there.
No, Marcus. Here's something really nice. We got a female like flightless moth here. So you see it's got this like comedically large abdomen and comedically tiny wings, which are flapping as if it has a chance at flying, but like obviously not in a million years. All it does is crawl around and spread like a pheromone trail until the male, which will fly, will find her and then she'll lay eggs, and I don't know what happens after that. Maybe she just dies. But it's insane. Like the ratio of this is just ridiculous. Look at it. Now we made it to this huge cave. You can see the entrance here. And the other guy's like herping all the way on the other side. It's not a particularly good cave for snakes, just not based on the way it's built, like a giant kind of drier cavern. Not insulating much like humidity, but it's still very cool. All right, the cave. It's delivered us something. Even spotted a freaking Yunnan beauty rat snake, an adult one as well, coiled up at this ridiculously high point of the cave, but I think we can get it. It's not out of reach thanks to this like ledge here. So we're gonna brainstorm something and then we're gonna work on it. Okay, the process has begun. You guys can see its head. Yeah, he's like looking at that, like defensive posture, opening his mouth. Gonna like strike at it, I think.
Yeah, I see his head. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, bring that back. We'll see if he moves out now. Yes, we got it! Sorry, I was too locked in to film the process. Look at this. Oh my God, that is freaking stunning. Look at that. Oh my God, that is freaking amazing. It's so much bigger than it looked up there as well. What? I thought it might be in shed, but it's clean as well. Oh, that is ridiculous. Let's go, man. We escaped the trenches.
We're out of the trenches, buddy.
Okay, film me with this for a second. Let me show you. This is 2 meters long, easily.
I'm gonna go here.
You have to go so far. This is 2 meters long. This is one of the biggest freaking beauty rat snakes I've seen in a long time. Look at that. Oh, he's biting my freaking nuts then.
Wait, you're not on. Okay.
Look how long this is, bro. What the fuck? This is literally a 2 meter, at least like 2 meter plus beauty rat snake in a cave in Northern Thailand, one of the hardest places to find them. Because you know they like, the locals eat these. This is like their favorite snake to eat, literally their favorite snake to eat. And of course, caves are like a really easy access point for them to like find these guys. So finding these in caves in Northern Thailand is really, really, really rare. Much more easy, I say easy in quotation marks, to find them in the forest, but yeah, really, really rare rat snake, this one. And the first time I've ever seen one in Thailand that wasn't this long. Yeah, so that's freaking amazing. Some real happy campers right here. Look at this.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Freaking my first ever adult Unionensis in Thailand. Extremely goated shit. This cave is awesome. I recommend not walking through here, by the way. I recommend not walking that way. There was like flies that way. We want to go like up on the left here, I think. All right, guys, here you can see we got it here for photography. Like this is, yeah, these are just some of my absolute favorite group of snakes. And this one is unreal with those like little diamond patterns along the side and the beige white coloration. Not to mention, like at this length, I would have never expected to see one in Northern Thailand. The first record at this particular site, actually, of Nan province, for sure. Look at it. I love snakes that go through a color transition. This one, from that black and white striped tail all the way up to the freaking diamond patterns. Hello, buddy. Still a bit defensive, which is perfect. Let's get a good look at this, because this might be the only good snake we see tonight. We've been spending a while just like ogling this one and taking some photos, so I don't know if anything else will show up. It was raining outside the cave last time I checked. But let's just get one more look at this absolutely ridiculous find tonight. We escaped the trenches. First night of the trip, we're cooking. We need to keep this momentum going. All right, well, we're sending these guys up to release the snake because me and Ethan were the ones that went all the way down and up to get the stick. So they're doing their duty here. And we're gonna head back to the accommodation. We still actually got quite a long walk, so it is possible for us to find another snake on the way back. But a chance of finding anything more that's not in the trenches?
Very low, but we're out of the trenches. We are out of the trenches.
Herping has been so unbelievably truncated for me recently. This is a good like little break from that. This house centipede here has caught some kind of katydid. Just carrying it around, letting its venom kill the thing. It's gnarly. All right, another snake that's not trenches. We were just reversing our car so we didn't get stuck in this muddy area. And I looked out the window and saw a freaking huge snake just crawling around the grass. And yeah, we got a Boiga siamensis, Siamese cat snake right here. Really interesting, like dark one actually, so dark. Wow. Usually these northern ones I think of being like much more like pink and pale in color. This one's very, very like, so like extending its neck so much I can't really film it right now. Oh, when's the biting beginning? Not sure how like bitey these guys are generally. Oh, what an unexpected snake, and not a bad one either. I got Ethan holding this guy now. It's been a while since we showed Boiga siamensis on the channel. Probably since the Omkhoi trip we did last May, I think. We saw a couple on that one. I filmed one of them. Yeah, this one's way different to those ones. Look at him. Hello. Head's very similar to... Oh, that's not a good film. Yeah, very cool snake. Not a species I see very often, just because I don't really... It's not common, really, where it occurs. And I don't herp in its elevations much at all. Oh, that's good. It's going chill in Ethan's hand here. Yeah, it's actually turning into a very decent night with 2 snakes which are certified not trenches. Oh, we have made it. We did the biggest hike ever. ever up the friggin', well, not the biggest hike ever, that's complete cap. We did a really steep hike at the end of the night to get back to our rooms. All right, on to the next day. Hey man, like the video if you enjoy this Northern Thailand herping. It's good fun. All right, it's another day here and we're in the back of the pickup truck again in the national park, being taken back to our car, which is at the bottom of this mountain that we had to climb up last night. That's where the Boiga siamensis is. And it's been raining literally all night, and it's raining right now as well. That's the September weather vibes right now. But we're gonna get on to our next location now, which is one we spent a lot of time in before in Nan province. And that's always productive. So let's jump in the car, drive over, and I'll catch up with you guys either when we get there or if we find something en route. All right, we have made it to our location. You can see how much it's been raining. Water levels are crazy, so stream hiking is out of the question. But as you can see, some blue sky is visible now. So we're just going out for a little walk around in the daytime in this mid-elevation site before we get out for some late afternoon / nighttime cruising, which is usually the meta around here. Let's see if we can turn something up. We found a snake. Got a Chumoriciris lanar ambushing on the edge of the trail in the daytime. Getting our numbers up straight away. This is the most common species at this particular waterfall, but seeing it in the daytime is still never guaranteed. Just a little one ambushing near the floor. All right, our little short walk ended there with that green viper. Nothing else showed up. And we're just having dinner now before we get out cruising. This is an iconic view that I always film before we get out herping here. The river is so unbelievably high though, look down there. There's a lot of rain, but it's actually clearing up very nicely this afternoon. There's still like clouds around. I'm not expecting it to stay dry or at least stay cloud free, but hey man, it's not too bad. All right, here we go. Business as usual for Northern Thailand. Starting off with some road cruising. I'll let you know when something shows up because as usual, I'm sure something will. Yes. Literally immediately after I rolled that clip, like still sunset here, got Plagiafollis, man. Another Plagiafollis. These are showing up in numbers this year. That's good to see. This one's a stunner as well. Yeah, what a beauty. Little worm-eating false cobra. Look at him.
A lot prettier than the other one. So.
What the hell? All right, let's see if we can get this guy to do a hood. Let's see. Because these guys spread like a little hood quite often, but all the ones recently, yeah, there you go, you can see it spreading its little false cobra hood. Is that just a bite coming? Yeah man, can you believe we spent like 12 nights straight herping here last year, didn't see a single one of these that wasn't DOR. But anyway, we're gonna get moving. I've given you guys like a minute filming of this one, but because it's like absolute prime time and snakes are obviously moving because it's not raining, yeah, things are looking good. Our next snake has showed up and it's the iconic Nan giant Macularius. This one's got cool pattern as well, actually, this one. Of all Macs, this one's doing justice. Like the size of this slug snake, genuinely impressive. And a lot of the ones here have this really, really white head. They can be even more white than this. They cruise around very, very slowly, very chill snakes. They just cruise around up here like eating snails. But be careful touching them because they will stink you up big time. All right, we cruise another snake. King Bungarus multicinctus Wanghoutingi, Wanghouting's crate. That's the new classification of this northern black and white crate, by the way. I think last time I would have filmed it up here, we would have just called it Candidus. But these days it's reclassified as multicinctus Wanghoutingi, and I need my glove. I calmed it down with my little glove here, and now you can see this is just a baby, definitely the smallest I've ever seen of this clade of Bungarus multicinctus. You know, they're nowhere near as like many-banded as the many-banded crate. Definitely a very distinct species, but right now this is what they're assigned as. I don't think the clade from Thailand has ever been viewed, has ever been like specifically looked at. But they're cute. They're not really biters, not at all, compared to the northwestern crate that we saw in one of the most recent videos. And this one chilled out really, really fast. All right, so we had almost an hour without a snake, and then that crate showed up, which is a nice little morale boost to keep us cruising. We're probably going to cruise for another 45 minutes. I'm optimistic we can find one more snake in that time. If it's a good one, we might continue cruising after that. If it slows down after 9:30, then we'll probably consider doing some hiking, walk around somewhere, or maybe cruising the lowlands. I'll let you know. So some rain has come in and that's brought out our next snake. We've been running like roughly just one snake every 45 minutes to an hour ratio here. And hopefully there's more to come because it was raining really hard up the road. We're gonna head up there now. Maybe some Avophis will be active tonight. All right, first viper on the road in the rain isn't the one we're hoping for, but it is like an absolutely massive female lannar. Like, look at the size of it compared to my hand. She's got some fatness going on there. Very chill as well, these guys generally, especially when it's cold and rainy. They just don't have the energy to be bitey. Anyway, I'm gonna move this girl off the road. There we go. Gotta move on. Brown viper soon. Next even. All right, road cruising kind of dried up, so me and Ethan decided to do a quick trail walk before we go to bed to try for that brown viper. Of course, there's many other things we'd love to see. It's just in these rainy weather conditions, that's probably the best thing that we have a good chance of finding. So we're gonna do like 45 minutes of walking around here and then we'll head back to the place. All right, here's the first Trimerosaurus. Well, we used to call it Gumprecti. It's now been at least temporarily reclassified as Trimerosaurus yunonensis. I'm not sure how long that will last, but we just went on this little walk here. We got this one ambushing, or it was actually moving around at the base of this plant here. And if you look closely, you can see this is the female, which has a yellow eye. That's how you distinguish females from Trimerosaurus lannar very easily. Females of lannar will always have the red eye. Hello. Ah, shit. This is turning into some Kalantan type beat. We're regretting getting out of the car now because it's just started tipping it down. Well, we're here now. All right, this just turned into an absolute like catastrophe rain-wise. And we began to worry we wouldn't be able to make it back because of fallen trees and landslides. So we're calling this one. All right, there's some sun peeking through the clouds here. So the second we saw that, we immediately jumped in the car, went road cruise. I've been driving, so I didn't even get a chance to update. I was just like, go, go, go. Let's hit the mountain. Let's try and squeeze out some cruising in this warm period. And yeah, we're gonna get to it. We sorted out Marcus and Ricky a bike this morning as well. So we're gonna do like crisscross passes together and then share our finds, the usual meta. Yo, seconds after I filmed that, look, Nigru marginata. Oh my God, let me get out the car now. Let me get out the car. Because we saw this snake crossing the road, we suddenly saw a little snake crossing, and literally the second I saw it, I was like, oh my God, it's Nigru marginata. So we just parked the car in the middle of the road and there was traffic coming. So we jumped back in with the snake and I moved it to the spot there. And look, we got freaking Nigru marginata, man. Oh my God, literally one of the most beautiful snakes in the whole world. Or we should call it, sorry, let me get it a little bit better in my hand. We should call it CF Nigru marginata here, because it's definitely not the same species that occurs in like southern China, northeast India. It's totally, they look different as juveniles. They get way bigger as adults with slightly different like coloration schemes as well. But this is like the one that occurs, we believe, in like northern Laos, northeastern Thailand, and maybe parts of northwestern Vietnam. But it's very rare everywhere that it occurs. Like, this is for sure the best place to see this incredible snake here in northeastern Thailand. And even then, you need, man, the weather just suddenly got like good. And I even said to Ethan on the way up, like, we could actually find Nigru marginata at the summit of the mountain. And sure enough, we did. Damn, this is my fourth time seeing this species, third time catching one myself, like being the vehicle that found one myself. That is simply incredible. You see him trying to bite me as well. He has such tiny teeth, I can barely feel anything. Look at him. Just an exquisite snake. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. Showstopper alert. It's quite funny actually. We just did one pass after that Nigru marginata, like went down to the other end of the road and back. And by the time we got back, it was raining and completely fogged up here. So somehow we managed to just make the most of a tiny window of good weather, which is exactly how you need to do things here. Like that's exactly how you need to do it at this time of year, because it rains so much at this time that only really when it gets dry and a bit of UV comes through, suddenly stuff starts moving in like high numbers. So you've just got to keep grinding in those conditions. And I guess for now, we're probably gonna head down the mountain, either cruise some lowlands or go back to the room for a bit and enjoy our success. Oh, the weather has got so good now. There was a little like temporary shower and now the sun has come out. This is like perfect conditions. Hey, second snake of the day. We just leapt out of the car and I literally slid on my knees into the vegetation on the edge here because we just cruised this beautiful Vogel's bronzeback here. A species I don't think I've shown on the channel for ages, actually. It's definitely not at this location. Hey! This guy's got sharp teeth. That's not particularly enjoyable, actually. Yeah, let go. There we go. Biting is also somewhat of a new thing for these ones. You can see this one's given us a good like defensive display because we just like grabbed him here, and obviously he's a bit like distressed, but he should calm down and realize we mean him no harm. Like, we didn't expect the rain to stop so soon because like we didn't even get like 20 minutes of cruising with the Nigra Marginata before it started raining, and then almost immediately the rain stopped afterwards, and now it's shaping up to look really nice up here. And we kick things off with this nice Northern Thailand bronzeback that definitely don't see that much. I see quite a few of them DOR, but I haven't had great luck myself cruising these in the past. And I guess we're turning that around now. Look at that, fantastic, man. Daytime snakes, you've gotta love it. The weather has somehow got even better since the last snake we got. So we're gonna do like another 30 minutes of cruising up here, see if we can squeeze an insane, unprecedented third snake out of today. And regardless of what happens, we're gonna head down in about 30 minutes and get some dinner and prep up for the evening's herping. Yes, we did it! We got our third species of the day, and it's another freaking good one. It's Sibanophis. Man, I've had some good luck cruising 2 of these. And also in Doi Intanon, we saw some super fresh DOR as well, so I could have almost had 3. But damn, my luck has never been good for these in Northern Thailand. When I was herping up here, it was always my friends who cruised them, but I've got the luck turning around this time. Man, this day is just so unbelievably good. The weather is just unreal, man. Look at this beautiful snake. Look at the white lips. It's got like a full intact tail as well. And very nice northern snake, which doesn't musk, doesn't bite. If it does musk, the musk doesn't smell at all. Just a very chill, and it's so unbelievably silky feeling. It's one of like the silkiest, softest snakes you'll ever encounter in the area. Oh, it's doing a little bit of like head flattening action there. That was so good. It was just in front of our car here. Exactly what we've been waiting for. Went on a bit of like a drought despite the good weather after that Vogel's, but not anymore, man, not anymore. And I think we should keep going because this could potentially turn into the mythical 4 species day. Look at that. Absolutely great work. All right, just made it back to beautiful Bokloa Resort from that little very successful cruise. Marcus and Rick are doing some passes up on the mountain now while we get some food and some fuel. And basically, I'll catch up with you guys when we head out tonight for the last night, which will feature in this very, very, very productive video. All right, we're done with food, so we're heading back up the mountain. The weather is still good. Fingers crossed it lasts more than 1 hour. And let's see what we can turn up today. Today's already been great. I'm just looking forward to see what else we can find. Anything else is actually a bonus, so we're living good right now. No way! No way, man! We got out straight away and got our 4th species of the daytime, and it's Joinsons! Man, I'm so happy to see this. This is the like lowland one. Up at the mountain, they tend to be more like banded. Here in like the lower elevations, because we only just left Bokloa village. And hello, you're a very nippy little guy, you are. Man, I'm so happy to see this. This is really cool. We'll just call it Joinsons for now. We'll have to take a look whether, compare this scale count wise to Cynarius, because I know they're also along here. But damn, that is fantastic. Guys, the lighting isn't great. Let me take it for a second, Ethan. I can try and bring it out somewhere where there's a bit better lighting. so it doesn't look particularly nice, but it's actually got a really cool, like here should be good. It's actually got a very nice like purplish red base color. And if you look at the venter, it's got a completely pink venter. Man, this day is just ridiculous. And somehow it must have rained while we were having dinner at this particular section of road, because despite the fact I can see blue skies, the road definitely wasn't wet like this before. But this is a very cool, very rare snake here in Northern Thailand. So glad to see this. Holy crap, guys, what a start to the evening session. Like, we got out in the daytime, you guys can see it's not even 6 p.m. yet. Got out about like 5:45 was the goal. So, and it was actually, we were gonna try and get one more daytime snake. And despite the fact that it obviously rained here, despite being completely sunny where we were the whole time since we left the mountain, snakes are active, and that's a good sign. Our first snake at night is another crate, about the same size and in a similar area to the one we got last night. I don't think we're gonna like really mess with this one. Maybe I'll bring it back onto the road for a split second. There we go. This guy's gone totally like jumping around spasmo. It was even going fast on the road. Gonna grab my hook from the side of my chair. Yeah, that's our first snake of the night, and that's species number 5 of the day for us. We're not going to spend long with this one at all because it's prime time. Let me just grab a quick phone pic of this very, very fast moving crate and we'll let it go. Guys, I regret to inform you, we only made it to 7:15 before it started raining. There may still be some specific sections of the road which are like only a light drizzle, but it's going to be another rainy night now. So we're going to keep grinding regardless until it becomes like either too unproductive or too lame up here weather-wise. Maybe some rain active snakes will appear. I hope so. I think so. I believe. You have to trust the process. It's not a process I like to trust, but I have to trust it regardless. This particular dry section of road turned us up a real fat macularia. Like it's thicker than my index finger at the mid body, which is doing this like really cute head flattening thing, kind of like the Seminophis we saw earlier. Look at him. Yeah, these guys are, maybe I was harsh on these in my rankings. You know, I put Geminatus above these. These could be better than Geminatus, honestly. Just some common stuff out so far tonight is a tiny Trimerosaurus. I'm inclined to say probably Yunensis, like Gumprechti on this one. Just looking at the head shape and the tail. The rain completely like destroyed activity on the mountain, like completely killed it. So we decided to wrap up and come down, and on the cruise down we got quite a nice Boiga multimaculata here up in Nam. They've got these like really big spots on the body, kind of similar to the ones we saw in Northwest not too long ago. But it's nice. I actually do like seeing this one. Nowhere near as common here as they are in Northwest Thailand. So always nice to see on the way down. Not usually at the high elevation, usually just in like... I dropped my phone. Look at this guy. I'm sure he'll be biting me in a second. But yeah, really nice bold patterning on this one. This is probably going to be the last snake. Maybe we'll get another thing on the way down. Around the same time that we got that multimaculata, Marcus and Ricky cruised this nice Boiga cyanea Yunnan form. It's got a really nice dark green eye, this guy. Look at him. These guys are very active on these kind of rainy nights, so I was surprised we hadn't seen one already, but sure enough, one showed up while the other Boigas and rain active slug snakes and stuff were active.